City.
Yep.
And we're hanging out in the truck, and we're in Florida.
Yep.
Of all places, Florida.
We shouldn't be here, though. We shouldn't be here.
We shouldn't be in Florida. We should be home.
Yeah, we was on our way home.
We were on our way home.
And we got turned around today.
We got turned around.
We have, I'm going to call it an opportunity of a lifetime.
We got a pretty good opportunity. Let's see if we get some people in here. Right now we're talking to ourselves, so hold on. See if we get some people in here. But yeah, we got a pretty good opportunity, I would say. I would say I don't know if it was opportunity of a life. Well, I mean, it was a pretty good opportunity. I mean,
it's different. I've never done this before. I've done some pretty cool stuff in trucking, but what we're about to do over the next 9 days is going to be a first for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Jason.
So we're parking a reefer. If you're just tuning in, we're parking the damn reefer.
Yeah, if you had asked me 14 days ago, would I be parking the reefer? The answer is no. I don't think I would have.
The reefer is parked. We've got a dry van behind us right now. It's just, I don't know, man. Did we make the biggest mistake of our lives, Stu?
I don't know. I was dreading calling my wife today, I'm not going to lie.
I was too.
We've been out 5 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've been out 5 weeks tomorrow, and we're now going to go out for another 9 days.
We're going to go out for another 14 days.
Oh, 14 days. Sorry, you're right. Another 14 days.
We're going out. We're going to be out for 7 freaking weeks. Me, him, in a trunk, 7 weeks.
If I ever hear someone say, this SOB doesn't work, I'm going to say, you know what you're talking about. This dude's, look, we both today had a bit of a meltdown, I think. Neither of us really wanted to do this.
Neither one of us wanted to go do this. I mean, we really did.
It was funny when we had the opportunity.
But you can't turn this opportunity down.
Yeah,
you can't turn it
down. It's pretty cool.
We were headed home, but, I mean, we were headed home, but
we got a phone call today.
We made our own bid, and they took it.
Yeah,
so
they pretty much gave us a blank check and said, hey. Oh, go ahead.
No, we bid it so that we didn't have to do it.
We gave them. Was it? I think the Japanese no, the Chinese no.
Yeah, we gave them the hell no price that we're going home. We were going home for 3 days. We gave them the go to hell price. I mean, we did. We flat out gave them the we're going home price, and they said we need you to work 9 days. 9 days. 9 days in a total of how many miles? 6,600?
6,600 miles. 9 days away, actually working. No, it's not working.
It's 5 days actually working.
5 days of work, but
probably like 9 to 10 days of driving.
But it ties the truck up for
about 10 days.
For 10 days.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sitting and
yeah.
But yeah, it was.
So we're not selling the reefer. So if you're just tuning in, we're not selling the reefer.
That was clickbait, obviously.
That was clickbait. We're not selling the reefer, but we're not pulling the reefer right now. We did park it. And we parked it for a hell of a good reason. You know, do you want to tell them what we're getting?
I want to be.
We're getting what some people make in a year at Walmart for 9 days. So like some cashiers at Walmart don't make this.
I don't know about that with minimum wages today.
Minimum wage. If you make minimum wage, you don't make this in a year.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
What's minimum wage?
$7.25.
Oh, that's minimum wage?
Yeah. $7.75. My bad. $7.75
times a 40-hour week.
Yep.
Times that by 52.
See, I told you.
God damn, Jason, you're right. Okay.
I'm right.
Yeah.
If you're on minimum wage, we are going to make more in 9 days than you do in a year, and we couldn't turn it up. We couldn't, man. We parked the damn reefer, man. I mean, we had to.
That makes me feel a little bit dirty.
Makes you feel dirty?
Yeah. It's like, how do people survive on that, man? That's...
All right, so at first we got the call, and we're like, no, we ain't doing it. Or okay. He woke me up, and he's like...
I got the phone call last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, actually. The truth be told. And I said, he was sleeping. I said, I'm on board to do it. I don't know about Jason. Call me back at 6 o'clock in the morning when he takes over. Well, I sort of talked to him about it, and he was like, "Fuck no, we're going home." and I'm like, you know what? You're right. We are going home. Fuck it. Well, they call us back, and they're like, "What is it? Is it the time? Is it the money? What is it?" And they're like, "Well, I'm like, well, it's sort of the money, and we've been out for X amount of weeks. We need to go and grab stuff from the house." And then we get a text message, "Hey, just name your price. What's it going to take for you to do it?" So
Name your price. I put out this crazy
He
price.
gives out a ridiculous number. And I'm like, "Oh, I guess we ain't doing it, are we?" Well, then we get another text message back a couple of hours later. "Hey, I'm talking to my customer right now, and
They're on board.
they're on board with it."
We were headed home.
Yeah, we were
100 miles from where we needed to be.
we was an hour onto our trip home, and then well, I guess we're turning around. They said the trailer's at this drop yard. Go and drop your trailer there, pick this one up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow where we're all staging.
Yeah,
So-
which is undisclosed.
Yeah, but it's funny, man. Funny how things work.
We got to do like 5 drops in a series of 9 days.
It's chauffeuring. Okay?
It's chauffeuring.
It's chauffeuring.
It's chauffeuring.
Got a lot of good perks with it as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting. You want to tell some of the perks?
I mean, there's catering and
hotel
rooms.
Yeah,
included with
on
it.
top of our rate, we also get a free hotel every night.
Yeah.
So we don't have to sleep in this damn truck neither.
So yeah. So it's like, well, I guess we got to do it now. So,
Yeah.
But I learned a lesson today. Don't sell yourself short, because the price I would have given would have been a couple of bucks less than what he gave. He gave him the screw you number, and they took it. So
we're doing all right. I mean, and when they took it, I mean, I was just like, shit. I mean, I told him, I was like, shit, we can't. I mean, we can't back out now. I mean, shit, we got to do it. I mean, it's crazy. It's just.
he's been pissy all afternoon though.
I have been because I wanted to go home.
Yeah, he's been a bit of a bitch about it. I'm more of the.
He was kind of a bitch about it.
Look, I'm bitchy about it, but I'm more of the, I can get into the just suck it up mentality real quick and get on with it. Takes him a little bit longer, I think. It takes him a little.
I was a
But
little
I
pissed.
understand why he's pissed off. Well, not pissed off. He's just like,
I'm not pissed.
you know, when you get your hopes up and it's just let down. It's like, it's just that sort of that.
Yeah, I was just ready. I mean, 5 weeks is a long time to be cooped up in a truck with a dude, man. I mean, it's just a long time. I mean, we get along and everything works out great, but I mean, 5 weeks is a long damn time, man. And now it's going to be 7 damn weeks, and so that's just shy of 2 damn months. You know, and we're only going to take 5 days off. Well, we're debating on whether we're going to take 4 or 5 days off when we go home. Cause duty calls, man. We got stuff we got stuff going on, and got to have money to do it, you know. And if we go take 2 weeks off, we ain't gonna have the money to do it, because then you got to draw a paycheck when you're off. And no, we can't do that. So I don't know, man. So you feeling good about it?
Yeah, I'm actually, like I said, for me, it's a first time doing this in particular. I've done a lot of conventions and stuff like that before. I mean, I've done like music festivals and that type of stuff. This is a little bit more dedicated, and we're actually sort of coming into the tour not on the first leg. It's actually the second leg, I think. So
Yeah.
it's they needed us, and they've seen us on YouTube, and they made the phone call.
Yeah, YouTube may have actually got us this gig.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean, they've seen us and said, "Hey, you guys are a team."
They knew where we were. See, since we talked to you guys last, we loaded in Washington, went to Maryland, went from Maryland to New Jersey to Delaware, Delaware to Florida, and now we're in Florida, and then we're headed to the undisclosed location, about 300 miles away, and then we're going 5 other places.
Yeah,
You know, so I mean, that's crazy.
Taz is right. Business comes first. So it's
What's going on, Ghostface?
It's a tough one, right? You know, what was that thing I showed you today? but I was trying to pump you up a little bit. That guy put emotion versus
emotion versus being emotional or something like that.
What was it? Hang on, let me pull it up here.
I was kind of being a little. I had my heart set on going home. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, so did I, dude. So did I. I mean,
his wife wasn't happy. My wife wasn't happy.
She gave me a tongue lashing. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, neither one of our wives were happy about this. But I mean, you've got to put this business first, man. That's one of the promises we made each other when we started this. This business comes first, and we did that today.
Okay, this is what it was: a logic versus emotion. That's what I was reading a thing, and and it was like, logically this makes sense. Emotionally, neither of us wanted to do this. We just want to go home,
chill out, sit
relax.
in my chair.
But this here is, it puts us ahead of the game a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely help us out, man. I mean, let's be real. We wouldn't be doing it if we wasn't making a ton of damn money. We'd be going home. So, yeah, it's just amazing to me that they took our bid, man. I mean, shit. I mean, even he's surprised because I threw it out there, man. I was just like, whatever, dude. Here's the bid. Take it or leave it.
When he said it on the phone, I sort of laughed. I was like, yeah, like
he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I guess we're going home.
And then he was like, okay.
They were like, okay.
I guess we're not going home.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. So we got a little lower rate, but some extra perks. So we didn't get the exact rate that we wanted, but it was right there. But to make it just as good as the rate, they threw in the perks. So it was, like the hotel and stuff like that. So, it made it worth it to us to take a little, because look, we had already told each other, if we get XYZ, we're getting a hotel every night. So that's $1,500. Let's just be honest, man. A hotel every night at $130 a pop, that's $1,500. And then you got food and all that stuff. That's what, $20-$30 a day.
Yeah.
So
I
mean, that adds up. I mean, we're getting the catering deal. We're getting the rest of the deal. So I mean, we're happy. We're happy with that, and actually, we're thrilled with the deal. I mean, we wouldn't be doing it otherwise.
Yeah.
But
I'm actually a bit gobsmacked. I'll be honest with you. In this market.
Market, it's crazy money.
Yeah. This is back at like 21 numbers.
Yeah.
And some.
Yeah, we're making 2021 numbers on this deal.
I wish it was like this all the time, though.
Yeah.
It would be nice if it was like this all the time. But it just, they're in a bind, we were in the right spot, and, we had we were a team, and they're doing it.
It's crazy,
so,
man. It's just crazy.
Right connections.
I mean, but we're happy. But we did park the reefer. That wasn't really clickbait, but just temporarily parked the reefer. We're parking the reefer for like 10, 12, 14 days. And then we're going home.
Yeah.
And we're deadheading our asses home.
Yeah.
We've already agreed on that too. No load out of wherever our trailer's at, which you don't need to know where it's at. Wherever our trailer's at, we're deadheading home.
Yeah. That's it'll be an interesting 9 days.
Yeah. I mean, we've done did 30, 40, we done did 40 days together. I guess 9 more ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah. Honestly, all right. I mean, we don't even know which day of the week it is at the minute.
Yeah. No, really. I mean, we were screwed up on the days of the week today.
You kept thinking it was Thursday and it's Wednesday, and
yeah. Man, I don't know, man. So, what's up with you guys? What do you guys got going on? Now we told you what's up with us. What's going on with you guys? How's it going, fellas? Pretty good, Josh. Pretty good.
Liz M asked, Coach, maybe I misunderstood you a few months ago. Didn't you say you were going to retire or work less? Well, that is the plan.
That's a 5 to 7 year plan.
That's a 5 to 7 year plan we have in the works, and weeks like this, the next 9 days coming up, definitely push us in the right direction.
I mean, we'll be able to invest some of that money. I mean, we will definitely. Our long-term goal is investments, and so what's up, Mr. GW Bo says I I don't know what that means, but all right, GW Bose, glad to have you. Now, here's the kicker. I don't know if we can take 5 days off and go to Vegas, because we're going home on the 22nd. If we take 5 days off, we have to go straight to Vegas. You know that, right? If we're going to Vegas. If we're going to Vegas. If we're going to Vegas. We don't know. I mean, this changes things.
Hey, this could turn into bigger and greater stuff, man.
You may.
This might turn into bigger or greater stuff.
You may. But do know if we take 5 days off, it'll be the 27th, and so we're probably going to have to be stuck with the 4 days off. If we go, and then
we'll cross that bridge.
And then
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Uh-huh.
We don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah. I'm counting you out of Vegas.
Well,
no, we'll be there. We probably won't be there the 28th.
Reverse psychology right there.
Yeah.
He just turned you around.
No, I think we'll be there. We can't stay the whole time. We're not staying the whole time. That's a gimme. We're not staying the whole time, and we'll probably stay one day. We'll make our rounds, and then.
How about we stay on a couple of extra days and not go home after?
No.
I'm fucking with you, right?
No.
See, it doesn't bother me. I'll just keep going.
No. We're not staying out another couple days. We're going home on 22nd, come hell or high water. We are going to be home on 22nd.
He's got business to take care of at home, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Damn right. You're damn right. I got business to take care of. And I got a honeydew list 20 foot long, I'm sure. After being out here for 5 damn weeks, man. Woo! But it's going to be 7 weeks. So James will be able to keep Cooper and Oser company. We'll be out here running the highways and the byways. GW, we may be taking you up on your offer. What did he offer? The couch?
Yeah.
The sectional or something like that? We may be taking you up on that. We may have a comped room through him. Do we have a comped room?
Oh yeah, I mean it might be in Caesars. I think the
we may have a comped room.
My ones at Cosmo are weekdays, so. It's funny you say that, Mike. He is.
I am.
Tomorrow is it?
Tomorrow's the last day.
Tonight's your last day. Is it tonight?
Tonight's the last night.
So we got to make from where we're picking up to where we're going.
And then we're meeting Daphne in.
Yeah. He's running right by his place, so he's meeting.
So we had to work that out too.
He's getting it DoorDash to the truck.
I'm getting a DoorDash. We're getting a DoorDash in Kentucky on our way to the first stop.
Yeah.
So, I'm taking a 34 on the way. He's on a 34.
Yeah.
And then I'm taking a 34 on the way to the first stop. So, yeah, that's kind of how we're doing it. So we'll both have fresh showers and we'll be in good shape.
And the crazy thing, a lot of what we're doing the next couple of days really isn't a lot of team stuff. It's a lot of solo stuff. There's really just one leg.
Mm-hmm.
It's team.
One leg is team.
One leg is team. And
well, two legs. Okay. The one going back across.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, it's
7. You are not going to be at Vegas. But GW, if our room doesn't work out, Apple delivery went great. That was at 1 o'clock in the morning Tuesday. Stuart did that. Took like 6 hours.
Are we holding a rock show? You're close. You're close. He's close to a rock show. It's that type of stuff. Apple delivery went okay. Flights booked homie.
7 says he's coming.
All right. Well, it'll be nice to meet you when.
Well, I guess it'd be nice to meet you then.
Actually, the apples. I'm trying to think.
Oh man.
What did we do this morning? What did we do?
This morning we did Publix.
But it wasn't apples.
No, it wasn't apples. It was the
that-
stuff we picked up
that
in New
frickin'
Jersey.
Stupid almond milk.
Is that what it was?
It was almond milk, yeah.
Almond milk?
Almond milk.
Oh.
You think it would go to the dairy section, right? Nope. Being milk, nope, doesn't go to the dairy section. It goes to the frozen products. So I learned something new there.
Yeah.
I've already decided, GW. We've been having this debate. Has anyone seen that movie Borat with the nice green swimsuit? I'm going to go and jump in GW's tub with the Borat swimsuit on.
We got a
$20
$20 bet on that.
He doesn't think I'll do it.
No, he's gonna owe me 20.
Bullshit.
You ain't got the suit.
I'll frickin' get it. I'll get it frickin' Amazon to deliver it to the hotel.
You better get on it then.
Pedo's gonna pedo. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Morons are gonna talk shit. What do you want me to say?
Morons will be morons. Will be morons. Will be morons. Will be morons. Man, I ordered me a new KW hat too, and that pisses me off. I'm not gonna be getting the stuff, man. Your armrest. What is that piece in the center? Oh, we got
It's a duffel bag.
It's a duffel bag. That's my shower bag, but.
That's where I keep the dead bodies.
That's where we kill people. Yeah. This is an Appy Cool in the middle where we keep our cold drinks in the middle. It's one of the slender, thin ones, Appy Cools, and that's where we keep our cold drinks and stuff. And then I've just got my shower. We just got done taking a shower, so I just got my shower bag. My other side. This side?
It's the armrest.
That's the armrest.
Pull it down. It doesn't tuck back all the way because
it just doesn't tuck back all the way.
It's got the curtain. No, Reefer's just parked for
just parked for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks. We got some.
We got some pretty good opportunities.
Yeah, we had a customer call us and they offered us a good opportunity, so we're going to take it. Neither of us have done it before.
Actually, seen us on YouTube.
Yeah, that's.
The Coach and Stewie show is working.
Who would have thought it, right?
A broker saw us on YouTube. Offered us a deal of a lifetime. Well, get you a Jane's Best 4th anniversary Las Vegas Nut Festival hat. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but no, I got a KW hat on order, and I'll be wearing that to Vegas. I can guarantee that. My other KW hat, he stained it.
I ruined it.
He ruined it.
So this, I don't know what every truck I've ever owned, every damn truck, even the brand new Pete that I had, the windshields would damn leak. I don't know what it is, and it's always on the passenger side. Even this one, and I had the rag down there, like a red, like a microfiber. Is that what they call it? Microfiber?
It's like a shop rag's what you had, but
yeah, like a microfiber shop rag thing. And I put his hat on top of it. Well, it got wet, obviously, one night.
Stained the whole back of my hat.
It stained the whole back of his head. It had freaking like a pink hat at the back.
Yeah, it was crazy. So then I took it home. Daphne bleached it, and the bleach ran all the way up to the front of the hat, so it bleached the whole front of the hat. So I had to get rid of that, and I went old school and bought the old Columbia hat.
Now it's a tie-dye Kenworth hat.
Yeah, it's in the trash. Kenworth hat's what it is. It's in the trash, man. Nina's Cooking Show. We are sub to you.
Yep.
Stuart sub to you.
I was seeing if there was anything I could learn to cook on the grill.
Yeah. Stuart is sub to you. We're up to 447.
Well, we can take away about 10 now. He said that because
10?
yeah, you know how it goes.
We probably got 10 or 12 trolls.
Yeah, 10 or 12 trolls are going to
But,
now.
I
Now
mean-
you've said you shouldn't say anything because now it's going to make them disappear.
Yeah. Yeah, Nina's
Are you
cooking channel.
hauling sound and lighting for the show? Yeah, it's.
We don't know what we're hauling.
Well, it's obviously a show. I
yeah,
mean,
we don't know what we're hauling.
we're not exactly sure. We've been brought in last minute and
Last minute. They were a truck short, and person called us and said, "Name your damn price," and we named it.
because
you know.
Diesel down because they have a logistics trailer we can use.
Yeah, that's the good thing of being leased on here. They had the logistics trailer, so we parked the reefer, borrowed their trailer, and went and did our thing. So, yeah. But that's kind of cool, man, that somebody actually that we haul freight for watches our channel and thought to get hold of him last night.
2 a.m. in the morning. Who would have thought it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely insane, man. I mean, and then we named the I don't want to do it price, and they took it. Well, minus $1,000, they took it. And
I laughed when he gave the price. That was funny.
so, well, I
When
mean,
he said it, when he said the price on the phone, I sort of sat here. He was driving, and he had the headset on. He gave a price, and I chuckled. I was like, "Well, look, I guess we're going home." And
yeah, they called back and they're like,
an hour later they call back, and I was like, "God damn!" But you know, like I said earlier, that's a lesson learned. I would have sold myself short. I would have quoted over $1 a mile less.
I was going to get us
over. I would. You mean and I would have still said I was way high considering the market.
I was going to get us within 150 miles of the house tonight. He was on it. We would have been home probably in about 4 hours from now. We would have been all the way home. And yeah. So did you get that load you were talking about today? Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know about it, James. I wasn't on the phone with you when we got it. I was on the phone with you earlier, but that happened. Maybe I did tell you about it. I don't know. Did I tell you about it? Did I tell you about it? I guess I did. And yeah, we ended up getting it. Yeah, we ended up getting it. So now we both talk shit. Now we got to stay out for 2 more weeks.
Did you laugh too, James, when he gave you that number?
Because they took it. They took it. Somebody get rid of 7Q, man.
I hope he is coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna punch him square in the face. And you can bail me out, Jason. Okay? You know where the jail cell is in
I don't
Las
know
Vegas?
what's happened. I mean, we got bail. I mean, we're damn sure gonna have bail money after this.
Yeah.
I mean, we damn sure got bail money after this.
Okay.
So be there, 7Q, man. We'll see you, man. It ain't like we're scared of you or nothing. I mean, what do you?
I'll never see you coming.
We'll never see you coming.
Okay.
Well, dude, I'll be the guy wearing a shirt like this. Look for me.
Practice snoring. Actually, neither of us snore, I don't think. I've heard him talk in his sleep one time.
Would you guys get rid of 7Q? Why are you guys letting him talk? I mean, I don't even understand why you are still letting that go on.
Done. Taken care of. See, what people don't realize is I'm a very calm person. But you see me. Well,
I've seen you show out.
You see me show out. Well, you haven't seen me show out on all day. Look, I used to play rugby, dude. You see me show out on a rugby field. Totally different story. Well, we'll go. Trust me.
Oh, we're going. I mean, we just can't stay very long. Business wise, we got shit we gotta do. But we'll be there for at least one day. the coach, my friend, 450 now. She said we're up to 450.
We
now.
are?
Are we up to 450? Hang on just a second here. Let us look.
Oh, yeah, 450. Look at that. There we are.
Good night, Nada.
Thank you.
Nita's. All right. Should I finance a truck from Lone Mountain or pay cash and not have anything left but credit? All right, I'm gonna give you my opinion. He'll give you his. I think. Okay, let me ask you this first. How much cash do you have? How much cash do you have? I want to know how much cash you got. Before I answer that question, I need to know how much cash you got.
Well, I'm going to tell my thing is financing a truck, leasing a truck, lease to own, whatever, it's a tax write-off, right? So right there, why would you get rid of your money? Number one. Number two, if you're buying a $15,000 truck like I had that Freightliner,
it just ain't gonna hold up.
And you might as well just pay cash for it, and you better be ready to have some money to put into something like that if it's a quote unquote a fixer upper, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on the situation. There's not really what you're asking is really not enough information there to be able to give a good answer, but that just the broad outline of it, they would be my two opinions. If you're looking at a beat up truck, you can pay cash for it, but make sure you got enough money to fix it up. If you're financing it, you're gonna finance something a little more. Just it's a tax write-off, right? I mean, and then keep your money for repairs. That's just my opinion.
My opinion is I would finance the truck from Lone Mountain, not just because we did, but because you got $35K in the bank. You're going to put about 6 into, maybe 7 into the truck at Lone Mountain. That's going to leave you about 25 to 27, 28,000 in the bank and then you got to buy a plate, or if you're leasing and they provide the plate or whatever. But you've got 25K there, and then you've got a residual write-off with the lease. The way they write up the lease at Lone Mountain, you have a write-off, which is what we have is a write-off. Now, we pay double truck payments. I don't recommend you trying to do that in this market unless you're a team. But we pay double truck payments. But
that's good for us though, because now we're not going to have a truck with high mileage and still make the payments on it.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to be done in 21 months with this truck.
19 months now.
Well, not 19 now, but 21 months from the start, we were going to be done with this truck. But I recommend taking the single payment and riding it out. Put down your 5,000 or 6,000 or whatever they're going for right now. I haven't looked at the website. Keeping your cash stacked, and then keep your credit as needed emergency fund. Don't use it unless you have to.
And it's good for your credit as well. If you've got a truck on finance, it's good for your credit, right? As long as you're making payments on it, it's you're showing a commercial vehicle on finance, and it's it helps you in the future if you ever wanted to. I mean, look, my first truck I bought through Arrow Truck Sales. I did that. I paid it off in 3 years. My next truck was a brand new Peterbilt, but I bought from Lone Mountain and got it through BMO Bank. So it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to get to the next level if you do it right and make the right moves.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
And here's the thing, man. In this market, you got to be willing to stay the hell out, man.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to stay the hell out, man. And trust me, I don't like staying out. But in order to make a new business work, you got to stay out. And that's one of the things we talked about when we first did this. We got to stay out. I mean, we have to. We got to do a month to 5 weeks at a clip every time. This time's going to be 7 weeks. 7 weeks and 3 days, actually.
Yeah. I want to address what Liz said. You've got to be very lucky if you buy 15K with no issues. Always be ready to have extra money and do lots of fixing. And it's funny you say, someone called me not long ago and asked me that. They said, hey, can you help me find a deal on a truck? They were looking for something like I had, like that Cascadia, right? And I straight up asked him, I said, look, do you have the mechanical skills to fix this? I said, because you're going to be in the shop every 5 minutes. I mean, he's seen me fix, I had the damn oil pan off the bottom of the motor, right? I mean, I'm a shade tree mechanic at best, right? I mean, I can do a lot of that type of stuff. I can do, oil pumps. I'm a good parts changer pretty much.
Would I buy an auction truck? Probably not. And the only reason is because you don't know what you're getting. And you're getting no maintenance records, you're getting nothing, you don't know anything about that truck, and you could drive it off the road and it blow up and then you're stuck with it. And I just know I wouldn't buy an auction truck, but that's just me. Thanks guys, I'm really ready to do it. I'm tired of being company, but I want to stick with tankers. You can always lease your truck with tankers.
Have you ever spoken to Pneumatic Brett?
You could lease on to a tanker company.
Schneider or something? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what they've got going on right now, but Pneumatic made it work, right?
Yeah.
No, he made it work. He's been there a while. It's nothing but good things to say about them. So I would hit him up. If you're looking for tanker and lease stuff, I would talk to him because he's done a lease. He completed it, and.
Are we leaving this live up? I think so.
Yeah, we have no
reason. I mean, unless we get told we got to take it down. I mean, I would. Which is potential, but
I don't see why we'd have to.
I don't see why we have to, but I mean, it could be. We may have to take it down, but as far as I'm concerned, it's stand up.
What do you think of an International Pro Star with a Cummins 500 miles of it? I would jump all over it. The
only reason we didn't, we wanted a KW, but we looked at those Internationals. They're just not double bunk.
Yeah.
We had to have a double bunk.
Yeah. I think the biggest. So the two that we came down to was the Volvo 860. Right?
860.
Yeah. And the other one was this. And the reason we did this, number one, Cummins. I had a hard on.
We wanted a Cummins or a Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean.
And just Kenworth PACCAR is more of a a service network.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I don't want to be tied to to Volvo or Mack or whatever. I'd rather PACCAR. You've got a pretty good I mean, a lot of the T680 parts are the same on the 579. So it's a lot of interchangeable stuff. So for me, it was just it made more sense.
Cummins has got more dealers, like shops that just work on Cummins. Plus, you got dealers that work on Cummins, and you don't even have to take it to a KW dealer to get the Cummins work. Like if you got an engine problem, an International dealer that works on Cummins can actually work on this truck. So, we looked at several different variations, but the Volvo, they were crazy. They wanted what, 36,000 down? Wasn't it like 36 or 26 or something like that?
My thing is, I think they had a lot of money tied up in that truck.
Well, they ended up taking 10,000 off of it after we bought this truck. They contacted us back and said, "Sure, you don't want it?" We went down 10 grand on it. You remember that?
Yeah.
But I mean, it was too late. We done bought this truck.
I think they hit stuff, dude. What do you think?
Somebody hit something.
Yeah. There's 5 guys. How many truckers does it take to park a truck?
I don't know what's going on, but
he was side side. Now he's managed to go to blind side from side side in the process.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I would tell you where we are, but we ain't gonna tell you where we are because I don't need people beating on a damn door in the middle of the night because we're not leaving till in the morning. And we did have to buy a damn spot though.
Oh, good. Credits, man.
Oh, credits. Yeah,
credits.
But still, we had to use credit. We had to buy a spot. But hey, we got some really good fuel card news coming to you guys here for too long.
Hell yeah.
Really good
Yes,
news.
we do.
Yeah, Coach put on a sales hat and got you guys some deals. Did we not?
Yeah.
We sure did.
Gary Cook, he's hauling 10 U boxes going to Casper, Wyoming. Look at you, buddy. How you like them?
Who said it? I'm hauling 10 U-box. Yeah.
How you like them? Did you pick them all up in one location, or was it multiple picks?
Was it multiple picks or all one stop, or is it empties? Because I know they'll put like 10 empties on a truck too and sell it as a truckload.
Yeah, we did that one time.
We didn't do 10 empties, but they all.
No,
we had
it was the other guy, bro.
We had some other guy that was around us that did 10 empties. And they'll ship them out of one location to one location, and it'll be a straight load.
Yeah.
But you know, when we end up on the East Coast after this is all said and done, never mind. We done promised ourselves we're not going to put a fucking U-box on this truck. Never mind. We're not putting.
Can you work on a Detroit 60 series at the Walmart?
What?
I don't know. Mr. Misunderstood.
Can you do what?
Can you work on the Detroit 60 series at the Walmart?
At the Walmart?
I guess I could. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you saying that can you work on your truck in a Walmart parking lot? I don't understand your question. No, I haven't talked to Nomadic Brit, but I do food grade chocolate and liquid sugar. Really need a mentor, still new. I have 18 months experience. Only tanker experience I got smoothbore chemical tankers, and that was 2009, 2000 till 2011. I got like 2 or 3 years of smoothbore chemical tanker hauling resins and caustic and stuff like that, and putting the 2 and 3 inch hoses and pumping stuff off, airing them off. I can help you with that, but I'd never done food grade, so I can't help you with food grade.
You're talking to the wrong guy when it comes to tanker. My tanker experience is riding shotgun one day with a pilot driver. That's it, and realizing that you sold me a line of shit and I ain't working here.
Sold me a line of shit.
Well, it was. You're working second shift. Okay, perfect. No, you're working the graveyard shift when I get there. I was like, no, that's not going to work for me. I have a schedule which doesn't allow for that. I told you guys that. But they wouldn't. You're trying to
I remember what is that, like a 1-day deal or something? I remember that.
Yeah. Because they told me you're going to be working second shift. I was like, great, that works perfect, for me and the kids and whatever else. And then I get on the first day on the job and they're like, no, you're working.
That was after order, right?
Yeah, and then like, oh, you're working the graveyard shift. I'm like, no, they told me second shift. And then I guess they changed it on me. So I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work, guys. I said, you can't. I said, I have kids. I can't do that,
Yeah.
So
we don't really book a lot with Coyote. I mean, we haven't booked anything since we've been together on Coyote.
No, I haven't done anything with Coyote.
So if you're getting U-boxes from Coyote, that's just another broker in the U-box game. We know of about 5 or 6 U-box brokers, but Coyote wasn't one of them. But so add them to the mix.
Damn, look, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people trying to get this truck parked. This is ridiculous.
Well, at least people are standing together and helping. At least people are sticking together and not just watching him wreck. I mean, I guess that's a plus. I mean,
yeah, but why
don't you go out there and put it in for him?
Because I wouldn't want to show him up.
Oh hell! But there are truck drivers sticking together here and helping, which you don't see a lot of. It's the clown team. I didn't know we were the clown team, but thank you. Thank you for jumping in and calling us clowns. That's the who of you. Clever too, very clever.
Why are we clowns now?
I don't know. I think we're clowns because we're succeeding. We're making money. We bought our own trailer. We're on our way to being on our own, and people can't find fault in it. I think that's the problem. Larry June, is that the problem? I don't know. I know you're not against us, but is that the problem? Is it because we're succeeding that people are so pissed off? Is that what it is? I don't know what it is. Larry, are people pissed off at us because we're succeeding? Is that why they're making 100 videos? I don't know. Why are they making 100 videos about us?
Uh-oh.
And calling us clowns? What?
You've been pissed off all day. He hasn't taken his meds yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm not talking him off this cliff.
I might go crazy.
You guys have got freaking straight up psycho.
I might get wild tonight.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. They're coming. They're coming. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
If you smell now what the coach and the steward is cooking. Oh man, that takes you back to like 2015 on YouTube. That dates you.
So it seems you're doing what RVT did.
Seems like we're doing what RVT did.
Did you get your idea from him? See, actually, no, he got the idea from me, believe it or not.
What are you saying? We're teaming a reefer?
He found himself a good-looking English person.
Yeah.
I'm much better looking. Okay, number one. We're teaming.
You are English.
So.
Yeah, I guess I did pull one out of RVT's hats, didn't I?
Sorry, Mrs. RVT. I just got to see the funny side. There's no malice in that. There's no whatever, right? It's just it's sort of comical. How things
Which one of us is throwing snow chains this winter?
Actually, we both did.
We both are. We both threw snow chains today to get out of us. We got stuck. You look, coach is talking to you softly. What?
I don't know.
Hey, Stu.
It's Snowbug. You better not have a sex shirt back there, dude.
I've got a sex shirt on. See there? See my white shirt? I got one on. Why don't you guys just delete him, dude? Why are you guys? I don't understand you people. You got moderatorships. You know we don't want trolls in here, so get rid of them. My goodness. And give us a like. Give us a like. If you're not liking this video
That
right
is
now,
funny. We did put snow chains on today.
we did put snow chains on.
We nearly got stuck in a sand
We got
pit.
stuck in a sand pit.
Yeah, where these trailers were parked, it was a little sandy, and he didn't get stuck. The wheels just started to break traction. I said, "Hey, I've been in this situation before. Let's put a chain on." Put a chain on, and we literally. I don't think we probably really needed them.
No, we were stuck.
Maybe that one. Maybe that one.
We were stuck. Yeah,
But it was got us right out of it.
we were definitely
So how
stuck.
was the race, buddy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't been racing in a while. I'm trying to think.
We haven't been racing for at least 5 or 6 weeks. That's for sure.
Yeah, I haven't been racing in a while. Now the Grand Nationals is coming up in Newcastle.
What the hell
Indiana.
do they got going on?
I don't know. Yeah, the Grand Nationals in Newcastle, Indiana are going to be next month. I doubt I'll race that because I really haven't got any seat time.
I don't
this
know
year.
what these guys got going on here, man. Now they got another truck pulled forward.
Well, I think he's so tied up against it that he can't. But he hasn't moved. That's what I don't get.
The guy that's backing in.
Cats are looking good, yeah. Kentucky looked okay in football, but of course he only played Ball State, man. So, I mean, it's hard to. They'll have a little bit better competition this week, Eastern Kentucky, but
Oh, the go-kart. Yeah,
they'll win. They'll win that too.
Yeah, I haven't been in the go-karts in a while. A long time actually. I'm trying to think of my last race. I can't even remember. I haven't been in the seat for a long time. I need to lose some weight first and remember September. Oh, that was you're on about the Rock Island Grand Prix. That was last weekend. Yeah, we was out here working, so we didn't go. I was out here working. It sort of crept up on us and.
So, I mean, I don't know what time it is, but I mean, we're holding like 40-something, 50-something.
In Eastern Kentucky, about 70 south of Lexington.
Yeah, 70 to 100 miles, somewhere around there, Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, University.
Where are you out of?
even know
Like
where they're
London?
from. Like Western Kentucky's from Bowling Green. I don't know where Eastern Kentucky's at. I guess somewhere around London and all that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it's EKU.
Why is Western Kentucky in Bowling Green? Because it's really not Western.
Well, that is Western Kentucky.
I would call that Central Kentucky.
No,
South Central.
No.
Dude, Paducah's West Kentucky.
Yeah, but Bowling Green's not that far from Paducah. It's like 180 miles.
Alright. I would have said Central Kentucky.
But
you got no. There's no big cities. West. What's the next big city?
Richmond. There you go. Yeah, you're not going to be able to truly be able to tell how good Kentucky football is going to be till they get some decent competition. But they've been really good on the recruiting trail. But I mean, Kentucky's not known for football, man. We're known for basketball, and we got a really good recruiting class this year for basketball. But we got one guy hurt, so I don't know. On my way to Walton, Kentucky, is that close?
He's going to Walmart, right? Probably is my guess.
Walton, Kentucky, Walmart.
Is that Walton?
Walton, Kentucky don't have a Walmart DC. No.
Or is that London I'm thinking of?
London, Kentucky.
Okay.
It's a grocery distribution center. We're not close to Walton, Kentucky, and Walton is probably not far from Richmond, if that's what you're asking. But anybody else got any other questions? We've been on for 51 minutes, man. We got some stuff we got to do with the fuel card tonight and stuff like that, so we can bring you guys some deals coming on the Coach and Stewie show.
He has been working for you to save your money.
And it's big savings, isn't it?
Hell yeah, it's big savings.
It's big savings. It's not nastic savings. This is big savings.
Huge
Like
savings.
$1 off. Like $1. 90 cents, 80 cents, $1.
And we're going to back it up too.
And we're going to back it up.
We're going to back it up and prove
We're
it.
going to prove it to you. You know, we got some really good fuel deals coming. We do. We got some really good factoring deals maybe coming too. So stay tuned for that too. And it's not the same company that it used to be. So you guys are used to me pitching Triumph, and I think I found somebody a little better. So there's some stuff like that. I mean, I have people pitch me all the time to pitch their products. I mean, he's seen it. I mean, people.
It's there. I used to think he was exaggerating, man. I used to think he was exaggerating, and boy, his phone blows up all the time. I mean,
People wanting people to do stuff, man.
yeah.
It's crazy.
I need to know, boys. Well, for fuel cards, well, it's coming. Where did you buy your trailer?
We bought it from an individual.
Yeah, from a contact that we know, mutual friend and associate, and
We got a really good deal on that trailer.
That trailer, and if he's listening, that was a well-maintained, or is a well-maintained trailer.
It's still a well-maintained trailer.
Immaculate condition, and I think he gave us a very good deal on that trailer. Very good deal.
Yeah, that deal, had he wanted to hold out, he could have held out and got better money for it.
Do you think rates will ever go up in the next year? I don't know. I mean, I'm at a point now where I try not to think about it. I think we're both in the same mindset. Whatever the rates do, we're gonna keep our costs as low as possible and not get wasteful. And even if rates go up to $10 a mile, we're still gonna try and run as cheaply as possible.
Cheap as we can, man.
Keep as much.
We're gonna stack cash.
Keep as much fat off of it as possible. It's going to be the best way to do this, and run a tight ship. No, it's not a Thermo King. It is a carrier.
And it works great.
Yeah, it does a great job. What I like about it is you can actually, it's got the program here to where you can access it from an iPad or the internet and control it. So, just say we're both at home, right? And we both live halfway from where we parked the truck. If we got to leave at 6 in the morning and we're only going an hour down the road and we needed a -10, I can set on the thing to turn on, 2 hours beforehand, which I've never had that. I've never had that feature before. I've always had to manually do it. So now I can remotely say on this date at this time, turn on.
And it's got tracking that we can send to brokers too.
Yep. Tracking.
We can send brokers tracking. They can track our temperature. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for us, but because if it gets out of spec or something, it could cause us problems. But
it's all recorded, and here the fuel level, right? So we actually ran it quite low on fuel because we were coming from the west to the east, so we wanted to get as far east as possible before we bought fuel, and we got down to like 12% on the fuel,
which is like 4 gallons.
We knew it was low. And the light came on the side, letting us know there's an issue. So I told Jason, I said, hey, put it on for me, see what's going on. And it said, hey, low fuel, 12%. So we knew it was 12%. And we didn't have to stop. We could just carry on running, put the fuel in, thing reset itself.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
I've never had that before. Did he hit him? Because now no.
I don't know what they're doing, man. I really don't know.
Is his transmission fucked up or something?
Go find out.
I think his transmission's jacked up. If it is, that's gonna suck because you ain't getting a wrecker in there.
No, I was gonna say I'm glad we're set up right here. We got a straight out. Yeah, so I'm glad about that. So that's cool.
But to answer your question, do I think rates will go up? Probably not for the next 12 months.
With COVID hitting,
COVID,
they're getting ready to go back to mask mandates. That's what
Well,
Fox News says.
well,
If we go back to COVID is what started the rate push, we could see an uptick. I don't think it's going to do what it did in 21, but we could see a slight uptick. Slight, 3-5%. But I don't know. It just depends on how this COVID plays out.
Well, think about it, right? Think about it. I'm just playing, I'm not devil's advocate, but just think about how the economy works, right? What happened when we went into lockdowns and you couldn't leave the country, right? People weren't spending their money internationally. They weren't flying abroad for vacation. They were spending their money at Home Depots and Lowe's and painting and decorating, and everything was kept inside the country, right? So I don't think money changes the amount we spend. I think maybe what we spend our money on changes depending on the restrictions placed upon us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think if anyone tries putting mask mandates or locking people down again, I think if the government does that, I would be very surprised. I mean, they
say that it's happening in schools right now. That's just according to Fox News. I'm just quoting the news.
I mean, fool me once, but again, come on, people. I mean,
that could be crazy, man.
I don't see it happening. I mean, I think they would, and trying to get people to comply. You're trying to get people to comply with that crap. Do I have to purchase my own truck insurance if financing a truck from London? They actually have
an insurance company.
They actually have their own insurance company. We actually use them.
It's called 10-4 Insurance.
10-4 Insurance, and they actually matched. We got a better price outside.
We got a better price from Progressive.
And they was it Progressive?
Progressive.
And they matched it and actually allowed us to keep our. They have some miscellaneous of like electronics.
We had some extras that they threw in.
Yeah.
That were $2 or $3 a month kind of things. I mean, they wasn't big things, but they threw in some $1 a month things to get our business. For like electronics coverage.
I think it's like $5,000 or $10,000 in electronics coverage, like GPS, computers, iPads, etc.
Yeah.
So they, which they pretty much gave us still for the same price as our Progressive quotes. So, which was cool. I mean, I'm very, I'm happy with it. I did hear they were going back to mask mandate.
That's what Fox News says.
Look, I'm not wearing a freaking mask. I'm sorry, I'm not going to wear a mask.
I mean, we ain't got no mask in this truck.
I'm not buying a mask. I'm not going to do it. I mean, if that means I'm going to sit my ass at home, I'm going to sit at home, Jason.
No,
I ain't wearing a mask.
You're putting a fucking mask on, and we're gonna come out here, then we're gonna run this damn free.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I can't pay this fucking truck payment by myself. And you can't either.
Is the insurance included in the down payment?
No.
Nope. Separate.
Separate. There is a small down payment for the insurance, but it's minute. I mean, like a couple $100.
I will say, and this is not, when you come out, if you're seriously, and I'm gonna talk on some stuff here, which there's some conversations which have happened the last couple of days. Which, if you aren't 100% know what you're doing out here,
I think I know what you're alluding to.
but the spot market, if you
I know what you're alluding
if you don't understand the spot market,
Stay at home.
and can't figure, look, there's the value of time, there's the value of your cost and your rate per mile, and all these little factors. You've got to be able to sit there and say, okay, this doesn't make sense for me to take this. I'm better off taking this because it gets me to a better area.
You said you were going to bring this up today.
Yeah, but the fact that it came up, I mean, if you aren't comfortable doing that,
and if you don't know your cost,
yeah, I don't.
Nobody said they were closing their business, John David. He's putting a fucking mask on and we're going to work.
Yeah, just don't do it if you're not 100% confident in that, right? Don't try and fulfill your ego or whatever, right? I mean, I've heard some stuff over the last couple of days, and I've wanted to say you're fucking stupid. that's just the fact. I mean, and and ego. I feel that ego gets in the way. So I'm like, you know what? Sometimes people have to crash and burn themselves, and to figure it out. But now is not the time to crash and burn, because now's
not the time to learn the spot
There
market.
is no wiggle room. I mean,
now's not the time to be learning spot
you
market.
know, you need to be on point and know why you're doing something, be able to explain why you're doing something, not just, well, this is a good rate, I'm going to go here,
Yeah. And know your cost, man, and make sure your rate supports your cost. I mean, if your rate don't support your cost, don't do it. Nobody's out here to work for free, man. Do you think we're out here working for free? You can't come out here and work for free, man. If your rate don't support your cost and you ain't making some money on that load, you don't have to hit a home run every time. But if you're not making positive fucking money, dude, you need to think about it.
Well, if you don't have any kids and all you have is a cell phone, the odds are definitely stacked in your favor, right? It's more right. He says because you do need to be committed to the truck.
You gotta be committed, man.
You gotta be. I mean, look, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't want to be out here 7 weeks. I mean, I was in the mindset of going home this afternoon. I was ready to go home, but the business has to come first, right? I mean, this opportunity came knocking, and
we don't take it. And we put out a crazy rate, and they took it.
Yeah, I mean, and it could come back. We're helping someone else out, right? They're in a bind, and this could come back in the future, and we do a good job.
Later. Yeah.
Who knows, right? You don't know what's around the next corner. So, I'd love to be home right now and spend time with my kids, but the reality is, business comes first. Business comes first, and we've all anyone that's been in a truck long enough and has kids knows what I'm talking about. But if you need help with it, email. I think the email's on the channel somewhere, on the channel description. Email us, and I'll give you my cell phone number, and you can. Oh, I think my cell phone number's out there. It's the 407 number you see kicking around. reach out to me.
I'm pretty sure your cell phone's out there.
Yeah, reach out to me. Get it from James. People have it. Reach out to me, and I don't mind helping you if you got questions on stuff. And remember, my way is not the only way of doing stuff as well. There's many ways to truck, and I can't help you with tanker. So don't call asking for tanker advice, because I absolutely have none.
And I've only got chemical tanker experience.
I could tell you how the
resins and caustics and stuff like that. I mean, I can help you with that, but I can't help you with food grade. I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything about food grade, guys, at all. At freaking all. What time's your clock say?
9:49. 10 more minutes. Shut it down at 10.
Okay, we'll shut it down at 10 o'clock Eastern. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, we wouldn't shut the business down over a mask mandate,
No,
John David.
no.
I mean, I wouldn't be thrilled about wearing a mask, trust me. But
Gary said his fixed costs are $1,100 a week. Well, ours are more than yours. Our truck note is very high.
yeah, it's paid off very quick.
It's paid off very quick,
And
but
the
our truck payment's very
truck
high.
will still have low miles, and
And we do that because we're a team and we can afford to hire a truck note. I would not recommend going with our truck note as a solo. There's no way in hell you're going to make it.
I mean, you take trailer insurance. Can I get that number out? Do you want to get that number out? What our fixed is a month? Or would you rather not?
With the trailer or without the trailer?
With the trailer, the truck, trailer, and insurance.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, this is a trailer payment that we're probably only going to have for like 8 months. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Do you even remember?
It's like 70...
No.
71.
No.
Insurance?
68.
68? Okay.
68.
68. See, I was over.
Yeah, 68. 68 is our monthly nut. That's with the trailer. That's trailer insurance. That's occupational accident. That's truck insurance. That's gap insurance on a trailer. That's paying double truck payments. And $2,000 a month on this trailer. We're at 68.
What's fixed costs, and how can you figure out your miles per gallon? Well, fixed cost is the costs that don't change on a monthly basis, right? So whether you drive the truck whether you don't drive the truck at all, and it just sits in your driveway, what does it cost you to have that? They're your fixed costs. So truck payment, trailer payment, insurance, items of that nature that will always be there for operating the truck. Whether you drive it a mile down the road or don't drive it, them costs, an ELD if you have to pay for an ELD, tag, that type of stuff is what is your fixed cost. Your variables are going to be things that obviously vary with the amount of miles that you do. Fuel is going to be one of them. I'm trying to think what other variables there is, dude, off the top of my head. Tolls, there you go. Tolls is another one.
Tolls is a variable. Your IFTA is a variable. There's a lot of variables.
And the other thing is when you calculate your fixed cost, right? So say, let's just throw the number out there, $6,000. Okay, well you can't. Okay, $6,000 is your fixed cost, and well, if there's 30 days in a month, you divide that 6,000 by 30. That's your fixed cost for 30 days. Now, if you say, well, I want to do...
That's your cost per day.
That's your cost per day. But, I mean, there's people out there that teach that, and it's...
I don't agree with it.
He doesn't agree with it. You need to know both. The reality is you need to know both, and you need to know your cost per mile.
I agree with cost per mile.
Cost per mile, figure out how many miles you're going to do a year. I'm going to do 10,000 miles or a month. How many miles am I going to do this month? And then you just divide that cost by the amount of miles you do each month. It's really... It's all important. And the reality is the miles you do, right? And I was thinking about this the other day. There's only so many miles you can drive in a day. You know, so. But you need to know everything, right? You need to know your cost per day. You need to know your cost per mile. You need to know all of it. And it's a changing number, right? Like your cost per day really doesn't change. Well, it does change because of some months which is less days than other months, so it changes, right? Of your monthly bills. Most billing cycles, you know, if you have a truck payment which is on the 15th, it will hit the 15th of every month. Same with your insurance. So if it's a couple of days short of that month, your costs might be a little bit higher that month. So it's the same with the miles. You know, the more miles you put down, the lower your cost per mile. I mean, if you look at on a mile basis and how many miles we put down, we have a very low cost per mile.
Oh, we do.
Because we slam out some miles.
We slam the hell out. I mean, we're driving 6,300 miles a week, though. I mean, we're on vacation doing this tour.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, to be blunt honest with you, yeah, it's going to take up 2 weeks of our time, but really, to be honest with you, only one leg of it do we really run traditional team. Well, and that's the last leg.
That's the, and I don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong. I had to explain it. I didn't have to explain it to you, but I had to remind you. I'm like, he's like, well, the money's really not. It's only 2 weeks worth of revenue. I'm like, yes, it's 2 weeks worth of revenue, but if you
just less fuel.
But if you look at the miles we're putting down, we're only putting 1 week's worth of miles down, but getting paid for 2 weeks worth of work.
Yeah.
You know, 2 weeks worth of revenue.
Yeah.
So now we're saving all that fuel money because there's not as many miles, and that stuff adds up.
It's going to be a very good business payday.
So it's one of them things you've got to be able to look at that and say, look, I'm not putting many miles down here. My variable cost is now just cut in half. So you just got to be able to break stuff down and look at it and be rational with it and be like, okay, I'm going to do this many miles and this many days and figure it out, right? I mean, I can sit here and show you how to do it, but you have to just do it, right? You just look, you might not like the numbers you see, and if you don't, you got to figure out how to get them lower, or make enough money to cover that. I mean, you know, if it means running harder, or if you don't know what them numbers are, you can't fix it. I mean, that's just the fact.
46 of you people are in here, and only 15 people have hit that like button. Go up there, hit the like button. All it does is help us. It helps us help you. It helps us by getting our video out to more people to be able to see, which will result in more subscribers for our channel, which will result in more videos for you to watch.
Coach,
so go up there and...
It's not worth working pulling out containers because work is low and bad pay. I know nothing about containers.
I don't know anything about containers.
That would be a SoCal question. He knows a lot about container work,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he works down there on the ports, man.
That's a SoCal question.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
I can't help you with that.
I can't help you with ports and stuff, man. I did some container work on the tanker side. They have those tanker containers, but that's the only thing I've ever done. I've done that at rail yards. I didn't do it at ports. What's Gary say? How do you file taxes as a team?
We're an escort.
We're an escort, and
we're employees of the company.
We're employees of the company, so the company files, and then we both individually file.
Yep.
We draw a salary, okay? So we don't just gross money and split it. That's what some people do, and that's not the right way to run a business. We take a salary. JF Trucker said he's the port guy, so ask JF Trucker your port questions. But we draw a salary, whether we have a great week, a modest week, or whatever we have.
JS Solutions is its own identity. JS Solutions for me is no different from me if I was to go and get a job working at Warner. It's the same for him, right? It's the same. It's like getting a job somewhere.
Yeah. Last question. Can I finance the truck in Lone Mountain and let it sit and just pay the note and save up money? Yes, but you have to insure it. You will have to pay insurance on it. You'll have to insure it, but yes.
Why would you?
I don't know why you would want to do that.
I'll rebut that. What's your thought process behind that? Do you feel that the deals are going to go away on trucks? I mean, what's your thought process there?
if you're going to save money, just save money. I don't recommend buying a truck and paying the note just to let it sit. I don't know. I mean, something about that just don't sit right with me. So if you're going to just save up more money, save up more money. But I mean, if you're in a position with 35K and you're going to put 6 down on the truck, that still gives you 29. I mean, you're in decent shape. But if you want to save more money, I mean, I'm all for that as well. But I mean, you're sitting in decent shape with 29K for repairs. So,
and them trucks at Lone Mountain, I mean,
they go through them pretty good.
I would get I'll get it dyno. We didn't get ours dynoed. We should have, but we
should have though.
We got lucky. But you have to go to DOT and dyno, and go and if you're gonna buy one, just go and get it done. You know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Is it 10 o'clock?
No, we've got 1 minute. 1 minute. Any
One
more
minute.
questions?
Any more questions? 1 minute left.
Dum. What have we got going on?
We got
Any
lights
more?
in the cab.
Stuart is correct. On what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. In reference to what? Focusing on rate per mile is the wrong way.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like I said, I think you need to know both. I mean, like I said, you can only drive so many miles a day, right? You know, if it's 650, if you've got your cruise control set at 65, that day you can only drive so many miles. So you can get your cost per day pretty damn close, even with fuel in there. You know, but you need to know it all. The bottom line is you need to know it all.
Most of those guys that do cost per day at that place make just enough for their cost per day, and they don't make a damn profit.
Well, but that's
and
here's the difference.
if you look at your cost per mile, and you know your cost per mile is $1.10, and you know you're getting $2.20 in rate, you know what you're making. It doesn't have to be per day. It doesn't have to be per anything. It's, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if your cost is 110, which ours is over that, but if your cost is 110 and you know you're getting 220, you know what's left on the table. And when you start speaking to guys, and I've heard it happen because I watch this bullshit every day on that channel, when you start talking to guys about cost per mile, what do? They lower their damn standard to the cost per day. And that's why that's why people are flipping and they're falling off over there, and they're doing stuff like that. And I've talked to former contractors, and it's just not.
But that's
it's just not good.
But that's
people play down to the playing field.
Okay, look, and
they do.
But, okay, to that argument,
they do.
That's not saying cost per day is wrong. What it's saying is the mentality that comes with that. You've got to acknowledge, because your cost per day is, say, $500 per day, doesn't mean you only make $500 per day. You should be shooting for
$1,000.
I mean, and we should all be doing that. You know?
But the problem is.
But and this is the argument, right? People say
you sit and listen in on one of them conversations, and you're going to see what they're playing into.
But that's a mentality thing.
That's a mentality thing.
But this goes back to the argument of don't take cheap freight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just say, everyone out here, right? Everyone, after all bills are paid, you've paid yourself, you want to make 50 cents a mile profit to your business, okay? We can move freight for $2 a mile and still make 50% profit, because 50-cent profit per mile, because we're at $1.50 a mile, right?
Yeah.
The next guy has a fixed cost of $2 a mile, so he needs to make $2.50 a mile to make that 50 cent. It's the same argument, right? The guy that needs that bigger numbers and say, well, why are you taking cheap freight? It's a mindset. It's not the fact that we're taking cheap freight. We're actually profiting the same amount of money as you. We've managed to keep our costs under control and be,
But why would you want to limit yourself? I just don't understand the limitation that you put on yourself in cost per day. I don't understand that. But I mean, I've never been a cost per day guy. You ain't ever gonna change my mind. It's cost per mile for me 100% of the way. But anyway, we've been on here too long. We'll talk to you guys later. You got anything in closing?
Hey, just keep on trucking. If you just keep on trucking and enjoy it. Do what you got to do to make it work.
All right, man. We will see you guys later. Stay safe, stay profitable, master the journey, all that good stuff that Kevin Rutherford used to say. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
And y'all stay safe. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.